Welcome to Succulent Academy. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Last time we spoke about some soil and the best soil mix that I think is actually the best for growing the succulents. And what I'm going, oh, that's a spider. And what I'm going to share with you today is a frequently asked question, which is, why is my succulent stretching? And just a quick one, it's not enough sunlight. But even though it's not getting enough sunlight, it might still look pretty. But I just want to explain a bit more about why your succulent is stretching and why you shouldn't be stressing when your succulent is stretching. It's a tongue twister. Stick around to the end of the video because it will be a sneak peek for the next frequently asked question. Hope you enjoy the video and learn something new. Why is my succulent stretching? It's stretching because it is not getting enough light. The succulents that are stretching, it means that they don't get enough light. Succulents, when they are in the sun, let's have a look at this guy. This is an albino setosa. The succulents are like nice and up like that. So when your succulents are starting to stretch like that, they're starting to go out, it means that they are looking for the sunlight. You know, succulents need sun to survive. And I think I've actually got an example in my plant house. And it's over there. You can actually see it from here. So I'm going to walk there. So just bear with me. I'm going to walk slower to show you what is actually happening in my plant house. I really like this one. It's one of the most hardiest succulents. It can grow in the sun and the shade. And here are some beautiful little babies that should be available next month at my market day, which I've cut. Here's more cut. I cut about 400 at a time. That's 14 a crate, so that's 40, 80, 160, and 240. So it goes on and on and on and on. Beautiful. But yes, let's go to this little guy. Here is where I want it to be. And the question again over here is, why is my succulent stretching? That should actually be a thumbnail. Thanks guys for watching this and sticking with it. I know that my plant house is quite big and I tend to speak a lot about succulents. But if you have any questions so far, please drop a comment below. And then I will do my best to answer them while I answer these. So this is a little Echeveria, a pink one. And this is what it looks like when it's small. I planted this into an egg container at the beginning of the year because I thought it's actually quite a clever way to plant the plants in there, and then you just have to break a piece off and then put it straight into your garden. But that never transpired. Some of them didn't grow so well because there's just too little soil in there. So that's also one thing to check. The pot size that you put your succulents in. Make sure that it's got a lot of space to grow. Like 10 centimeters is perfect. I really think that my pots, which are 7.5 centimeters diameter, they are like the optimal size. Anyway, here is this pink Echeveria, and the question is, why is my succulent stretching? Look at that. It has grown all the way down. Up here, it's getting nice sun, and it just decided to grow down, hanging all the way down until it's made a rosette there. And if you had a look, the sun comes from up here, and these are nice and perky. Remember, the succulents that enjoy the sun, they like to be nice and their leaves are up towards the side. As soon as they start stretching, that means that they're shaded. Over here, it's shaded. The space between the leaves is long. Like that example that I had earlier, it's long. Look at all those spaces. And this shouldn't really be happening. It should be up here. Like if you had a look here, there's no spaces between the leaves. Yet, over here, if you follow this one, it goes from there. Baby goes down through the loop. Look at the big space, lacking sun. It's found sun again. Boom. So why is my succulent stretching? It is lacking sun. Done, son. Yeah. Okay, I've got some dolphin plants going, just FYI. A lot of the people didn't know about the dolphin plants. and I hope that this is a good example for the dolphin plant. Yeah, look at that there by my thumb. There, it looks like a dolphin leaping out of the water. When this stuff came out about 2 years ago, it was the craze. The question at every market was, do you have dolphins? Do you have dolphins? And oh my goodness, it was a mission to get them, because when the people started selling them, they weren't so lekker. Or you'd buy a stiggy. I don't know what that is in English. When you buy a cutting of this dolphin plant, then it just dies, because it's either it's been fertilizer, or it will or it was just not in the proper soil. But this is now in my soil, so I'm so glad that it's busy growing. Got a string of pearls, what more dolphins. Okay, cool. I've got some aeoniums going there. I've got a question from Carly. Gelukkig is ek tweetalig. Sal my succulents groei in klein grond? Yeah, well, yes. Die vetplante sal in enige grond groei sodra hulle genoeg water kry. Nou, die ding is met klein vetplantjies of klein potjies is dat hulle droog vreeslik gou uit. So as hulle nou sê byvoorbeeld in hierdie klein potjie is, die hoeveelheid water wat hy eintlik stoor is min. So as jy nou hom in 'n kleiner potjie groei, en ek het eintlik daarso kleiner potjies as hierdie, dan dit sal groei, maar maak seker dat jy hom genoeg water gee. So 1 keer 'n week, miskien meer as 1 keer 'n week as jy hom in sulke klein potjies groei. Nou hierso is daai size alweer, daai kleintjie. Nou hierso het ek 'n bietjie string of pearls in sulke klein bakkie geplant. So now just to translate, the question was, will my succulents grow in like little soil? And the answer is yes, as long as you give it enough water, because succulents need 3 things to survive. Literally 3 elements. 1 is the sun. They need sun. 2 is earth. They need soil. And 3 is water. They need water. So it's literally the sun, the soil, and the water. Over here, you've got sun going down. You've got soil, which is the soil, and water, which you have to put there because the succulents can't grow in dry soil. I think that the water is a connection between the roots and the soil. That's how it grows. And I didn't study botany, but it just makes sense. With succulents, you can't think scientifically. You have to trial and error. That's a kuns. That's also quite a special guy just chilling in here. Do you see how little soil is here? If I'm just going to move this way and use my little pot again, it's probably that much soil, that much plant, and look at all of these plants growing. Look at them. They are just growing. I've got some more on this side. I'm going to turn slowly that the video is not blurry. Look at all of these growing. Alright, so the question was if you can plant in shallow soil. Answer is yes. I hope that answered your question, Carly. I'm super grateful that I could answer that and have it on camera. Woo! Alright. Oh, I've got another question. Can I order some dolphins? Do I have lithops? Good question. Okay, I can give you a good answer. I'm going to let you guys reminisce about this